Why howdy partner, and welcome to this video all about the Lasso Tool. I have my Lasso Executive Building.jpg image open here, and the Lasso Tool is another selection tool. It's a simple selection tool. It's the third one down right here, so I'm just going to click on it and I'm going to Command plus a couple of times and move over here to this blue area so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so with the Lasso Tool, I just basically click and drag, and that when I let go, it closes the loop and makes the selection. So if I come all the way back to the end of this circle, this perfect circle I might add, closes it there. If I click inside of it, I can move that selection around. If I click outside of it, it disappears. If I make this and then let go like that, it connects back from where you start to where you let go. So you don't want to let go of the mouse button. You just want to hold it down until you're done outlining, basically. I can add to selections just like with the marquee tool by holding down the shift key. So if I have shift, let me start again. Here's that shape. I'm going to add shift. See how I get the plus on the lasso? You're right, I'm making a rabbit. That's good, isn't it? If I want to subtract from the selection, I can hold down option. Scary rabbit. There we go. I also can use the buttons up here again, but I find that the modifier keys are a lot simpler. So speaking of modifier keys, if I want to draw a straight line with this tool, if I'm clicking and dragging along, and I want to hold, if I hold down the option key, it'll allow me to make some straight lines, which is going to be nice for outlining this building. If I let go, it'll connect it wherever I last clicked. And as long as I hold the mouse button down, it will allow me to draw a curvy line. So I can draw curvy lines and then hold option and click with the mouse to make straight connections. The other way to make straight connections, or if I'm going to outline this building, it's all straight connections, you can switch to the other tool. So underneath this tool, if I right click on the tool, I see the Polygonal Lasso Tool, which is all about, which I have to select first, which is all about straight lines. Okay, so that makes it simple to do straight lines. Notice that when I get close to the end, I get that little circle. It lets me know that I'm going to complete that selection. Or if I double click, it completes it for me. Okay, so there's two options for closing. I can double click here, or I can come back over here and then click when I get the circle on my cursor. Alright, so there's my selection. Let's move back over here. Deselect, Command D, remember, select, deselect, Command D. That's an easy one to remember. When the letter starts with the word you're trying to remember, much easier. So I'm going to outline this guy. It's not the best tool for this. Remember, selection tools, and I'm just going to click and drag and do my best to outline them all in one fell swoop here. Selection tools oh, now I let go. Didn't I tell you not to let go? You generally do combinations of selection tools to get the right selection. So you have to really kind of know what all the selection tools do in order to best serve you, and then you kind of pick the right selection tools for the right job. You'll get better at it the more you start outlining things and trying to make selections. So there's my selection of that guy, which means I can jump him up and put him, I'll make him a twin, right? So I'll put, I have that layer selected and my live selection here with my marching ants. And then remember, jump up is under image, no, under layer, new, via copy, or Command J to jump it up. And that just puts that guy on another layer. He's still underneath here, and if I click on that layer and use the move tool, now he's a twin. He's not a very good outline twin, but there he is again. So let's say we want to outline the sky so that we can change the color of the sky or add a more dramatic sky, something with clouds or storms. So what we need to do first is make a selection of the sky itself before we can do that. So here we go. Going to use because it's all straight lines, I'm going to use the Polygonal Lasso Tool to make that happen. And I'm going to start outside of the sky a little bit. And I'm going to click here, outside the canvas, because I don't think this is completely straight. No, it's good. I'm going to go here. Now I could outline the sky and then shift and do the other part of the sky, but I think I can outline the building and then inverse my selection. So I'm going to select, and see how I'm going way far outside of there? That's okay. So now I have the building selected, but I can turn this inside out so I have just the sky selected. And it's under the select here, and it's called inverse. So inverse will inverse the selection, so now I have the sky selected and not the building. So I can make my adjustment or add my new sky to that now. All right. Stay tuned, learn more.